sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 50s. Strawberry ice cream. Let's move forward to and trading jackets. Laughing about how small it looks on you. Watching, breathing deeply in the noise. Singing harmony, how did she's bragging? All her friends saying you're so unique. So when you gonna tell her? Waiting until she makes it special. Make it sweet. Yo, what's good? Welcome to the stream. I guess they're just gonna play techno. Like techno remix of songs. I thought it was just plain music. But the reason for the music is to try to reduce as much background noise as possible. But it's okay. The one thing I still can't get over is how I played only 6 seconds of one song on the radio and the stream was automatically playing right after it ended. Which I find disturbing. Weird. Really shows where YouTube's priorities are. Instead of investing in proper moderation. What I'll do right here is I'll probably just like set it from like, I don't know, like I did my past 4 ones. Organize all of my phones from oldest on up to newest. And a little note that some of my phones don't work. Some of them don't want to charge, some of them don't turn on. And for some reason, I don't know why. And I think I have like 2, 3 additional more phones out there that's like charging up. So yeah, I've been charging these up for like several hours at a time for the past 2 days. Since Friday. Q98. Box 1. Crushing it as usual. Keep here all night long tonight on Open House Party. 800-669-1010. 27 requests. I know some of these might accidentally turn on as I'm moving them. Well, it's okay. I'll turn them right on. And this here, little notice to here, Galaxy Infuse Samsung. And this is the oldest hand-me-down phone to my knowledge, my oldest one. Hold on, let me figure out how to tune this. Probably gonna take me long. Okay, there we go. This is like 88.0 showing in my area. Wow. This radio very dusty. Hello there. Welcome. I am preparing for what could be one of my longest videos. I've also had a Red Bull. Yeah, Red Bull, so I shouldn't be getting too tired while making this video. And for those curious, this is the flavor of it. I really like this flavor. I don't know how well you can see that. Iced vanilla berry. Real good. Has a flavor of like vanilla and sort of like a blueberry taste to it. But yeah, as you can see here, this is a lot of phones. And this is barely half of the phones, by the way. I have gotten a lot of them ever since the last video I made about all of them, like 3 years ago. And that video just turned 3 years old a couple days ago. I think on the 9th. So this here is my oldest phone. Right here. Well, both of these. Motorola T120, I think. T120. Let me open the back of it real quick. Because this is the oldest phone. V120X. Motorola V120X. And this phone is from 2004. I got from a phone collection. I got from a phone lot like 3 years ago, going on 3.5. That's where I got that. Well, both of them from the lot. Alongside 2 audio boxes that also work, and 2 Samsungs. This is one of the Samsungs, and it unfortunately does not turn on. And I think this one's the phone with the rare startup sound from 04 exclusively. It's a shame that this one doesn't work. It's a real shame. Because when I plug the phones in, all they do is flash that light. It just flashes that charging light and does nothing else. And also, one of the tablets from the phone lot with a broken display, I have plans for this tablet. I mean, I really like this one here because I feel like it is rare. Asus tablet, and it is on Verizon. So I think this tablet will be my first ever DIY repair, where I'm going to be replacing the entire screen. How soon will that be? I do not know. But I ought to be careful not to, with the shattered screen phones, I ought to be careful not to get glass on the bed sheet. Because that would really suck while I'm tossing and turning. And I do not like needles. I am not kidding you. So anytime something pokes me unexpectedly, anytime something pokes me unexpectedly, I just, I squeal. Like, seriously. That's how much of a needle I am. Anything that pokes me unexpectedly, I audibly squeal. And I won't be showing the entire process on camera, on stream, because I gotta go ahead and focus on organizing all of them. Look at this heaping mess. I just threw all of them on here instead of taking a few out at a time and organizing them. I love making it easier for myself, don't I? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on these two devices. Okay, I'm back. And it's actually 3 devices that I'm waiting on to charge. One of them is almost finished. The other two I'm gonna get after the stream. I'm gonna get all of them after the stream actually. But yeah, let me unplug this. And that's one of the main reasons why I won't stream the entire thing. Because I want to preserve battery on this phone. But yeah, as you can see, it is a whole lot. Wait, how well can y'all see that end? Oh yeah, y'all can kind of see over there. I think I should have done a vertical stream. Yeah, vertical stream, get more views. There, something that's less likely to be copyrighted.
It is falling apart, and immorality is just run rampant. And you have transvestites that are ushered into positions of authority in our government.
That is quite controversial, I'm not gonna lie. It's controversial stuff I don't really bother paying attention to, really. I just listen to it for background noise. I promise you, I am not a political person in the slightest. If anything, I try to avoid politics. I avoid politics because, in my opinion, both parties are corrupt. That's just my opinion, though. Where's the other phone like this? Okay, here it is. This one had a battery, but it was bloated, so I had to throw it out. But it is, I don't know if you can see that. Up here on top. Right there. But that's the model name for this phone. SCH A650, manufactured October 2004. So about 21, going on 22 years old. It would be so cool if these two phones were working. I think these are from 04. 04 or 02, either way. But these two are still my oldest ones. Then we have 05. I could not find the charger for this audio box. But I think this one's the, let me see. It is the CDM 8940, and the other one's the CDM 8600. And this one I was able to get the charge. Because I swear, all these companies had to use all these different types of proprietary chargers and stuff. Meaning me as a phone collector having to spend so much money just to buy chargers for these older flip phones just to see them working. Now you know the struggle. This one's the LG C1500 that I couldn't get working regardless because it doesn't have a SIM card. That's what I thought was silly. That these older flip phones also required a SIM card to even use the entire thing. It's, I don't know what they were thinking back then. I don't know. A lot of these phones are not in order. And probably won't be in order. When was this one manufactured? October of 2006. And this one, this, I can't get the back off of it. The battery's starting to bloat some. But I'm assuming it's from the same time as this one. 2006 of October.
This week, an interview with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman.
I think creators of AI products bear a tremendous amount of responsibility to products around the world.
An in-depth conversation with the man.
And this is the phone I use.
My highest order bid is to not destroy the world with AI.
Listen to Mostly Human on American.
Alright, let me see if there's any comments.
Follow Mostly Human and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app.
Yes, indeed. It has been a while since I've streamed because lack of motivation, and ever since StreamYard became money hungry, I can't do certain things like play an intro for my stream. That requires a subscription now. So that means all of my videos, all of my intros I have downloaded on StreamYard, I can't even use them because they're locked behind a paywall and I have to pay to use them, which I think is very stupid. I worked hard on a couple of them, and just for them to be taken away like that, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, ever since that, it just ran down my motivation to stream, and I haven't really found any reason to go live again. Though every now and then you would see me in someone else's stream. Like probably Mitchitech stream whenever he does go live. But it's been a while since he went live too. Wonder if he's okay. This phone, shockingly, from 2009, Motorola Citrus, and it does work, except it has problems identifying its own battery. So when I put it on the charger, it would say no battery, use the original battery that came with the phone. But however, when it does detect its battery, I hook it up to a charger, it would just stay at a certain percentage and never charge. But that's to be expected with a 17-year-old phone. Once again, I highly doubt these are in order. But hey, it's gonna have to do.
Have you ever gotten a cheap haircut? All right, sir. All done. Great. Let me swing you around to see.
This phone has a really long boot time. That's why you've never seen it in any boot comparisons. Because it takes such a long time for the phone to boot up. But I'm not too sure. I'll just be putting these in random order to my estimated guess.
Specifications. It will make your AC blow stronger, colder, and use less energy doing it. So your comfort goes up while your energy bills go down. Call 1-0 and prepare to feel the difference. Online at 1hourmagic.com.
I'm Stephanie Young, host of Love Trapped, the story of former Bachelor star Clayton Efford caught in a pregnancy hoax.
You doctored this particular test twice, Ms. correct? I doctored the test once.
As the season continues,
Alright, once I finish with this row, I'm gonna walk on back over there and read comments that are left on there.
open your free iHeartRadio app, search Love Trapped, and start listening now.
Good luck trusting all that stuff popping up on your feed. You can trust us for the best music.
Where's my other LG Optimus? Okay, here it is. This one, Optimus M, does work, but it has a super bad touchscreen. Yeah, I'm already starting to feel tired. And look at that, I already forgot a couple of these phones that are supposed to be in this order. But this one is the iPhone 3G, 2008 release model. I left on the charger, which I thought it did work because the Apple logo did pop up for like a few seconds. But then shortly afterwards, it turned off and never turned back on again, which is disappointing. I also have an iPod Touch, to which I believe is, I think this is the 3rd gen. I think it's the 3rd gen. And let me show you the problem that is wrong with this phone. I meant this MP3. I turn it on says to connect to iTunes, which means this iPod is iTunes locked, which is such a shame. Good looking device. It's an 8 gig model. Ain't it crazy that some of these came in 32 gig? Or was that only the 4th gen ones? Yo, that's what's up. That is what's up, cause that case, I don't know. I just picked it out by random. And that case has been giving me trouble recently. How is school going? My school is going okay. I'm no longer failing a couple of my classes, which is good. And yes, I do. I do have my radio on. One of my weather radios right there, the one I'm pointing to, the Midland WR300, is not only a weather radio and is toned to WX stations, but it can also hook up to AM and FM radio, which is why I got it. Another one is this Sangean CL100, another weather radio that also has AM and FM radio programmed and built into it. But yes, the reason I have my radio on is to try to reduce as much background noise as possible. Because I'm not the only one here, and I'm not the only one up. If I was the only one up, I'd be much quieter.
Thank you for listening. You can turn us on your Roku TV, on your smart
This
speaker,
row
on
is
the house,
completely
on
full.
radio.
Look at all these devices. You're scooting these over just a little bit more. And yes, it is playing country music. This here's another iPod. I think this one may be the second? Either second or first gen, one or the other. And this one, for some reason, does not want to turn on. Otherwise, it would have the same issue as the third gen. Yeah, I'll just move on. I think I should turn it down. Yeah. I'm going to move on to the second row. This is a 2010 model, iPhone 4. So yeah, these are definitely not in order. Especially these older ones. Because a whole lot of them were made on the exact, same date. I coincidentally have, at least 5 Samsungs made 11/11, which is November 2011. There's an LG Optimus S I forgot to squeeze in this pile, so let's replace the Infuse with the Optimus S and move this starting row over and put the Infuse there. Just add on to it. Not really. No, I have not. The oldest console I played was you know what? I think I have played an Xbox 360 before, but I have very, very faint memory of it. Well, I listen to any type of music. If the music is good, I'll listen to it. Good enough, I'll add it to my playlist. I'll look up the song, add it to my playlist. I'm thirsty. Be right back.
Eagle 92.9. What's happening? It's Bobby Bones. Tomorrow morning at 7:30. The top scams people are falling for in America right now. We're going to keep you informed so you don't fall for these. We'll do that tomorrow morning. The Bobby Bones Show. There's so much going on in this town. Keep me busy. I've been running around up and down all these avenues, doing everything to think about you. As long as I stay on my fine, the city side of the city and the signs, you don't even cross my mind. As soon as I get out here on the outskirts, I wish I was running by your house first. Something about a summer in the South sure shines like gold down these old Brown Bell Valley back roads. Way back in the hollow where the grass grows. God almighty, baby, we were that close. Ditching this town, settling down. Out here on the outskirts. If I'd have had a lick of damn sense, I'd be on the cleaner side of that fence. Little starter house was finally outgrown. 1,200 feet about to add on. Smiling out there watching them. Big old yellow buckets by the brick ground. While you're sipping on my baby name's down. As soon as I get out here on the outskirts, I wish I was running by your house first. Something about a summer in the South sure shines like gold down these old Brown Bell Valley back roads. Way back in the hollow where the grass grows. God almighty, baby, we were that.
Alrighty. I had non-charged phones in one box, while I moved all the charged phones in a microwave box that I have in here temporarily. But I will be throwing out after I make this video. For some reason, I felt tired and I got an energy drink. And now that I got that energy drink, I still kind of feel tired, but I don't feel sleepy. So I've got that, I'm waving between this feeling of awake and tired at the same time. I do not know how to describe that feeling. Why so many phones? Well, it's an entire collection. Because I've been collecting phones since late 2020. And it just, I don't know why, but it started with one phone. And then I just wanted another one. This Galaxy Note that I thought was so cool and I really wanted it. And I finally got it back in like 2021. And ever since then, I just wanted to collect more and more of these old, but unique and nostalgic phones. And I make videos on these phones to bring back the people's nostalgia from when they first used these phones, and maybe when they first got them. And I'll also make certain videos like notification, ringtone videos every now and then. I also boot them against each other, like a fun little race to see which one turns on first. And I fell in love with making that type of content. So I've just been doing it ever since. Will I ever switch to another form of content is unknown. I do not know. But if I ever do want to switch up, I do not know what to switch to, like maybe gaming or something. I don't know. But I feel like I won't be getting as many views doing that. Or will I? I don't know. But it depends on will I ever get sick of doing this. Probably not. But it will come to a point in life where I get too busy to even make videos on these phones, and will come to a point where I will probably sell some of them. Which sucks, but yeah, that's a part of life. Or I probably won't sell them, and I'll just put them in a box somewhere and forget about them. This old Motorola, I want to squeeze between these two LGs. Got some more Samsung. Got this old like Galaxy President. The President have issues detecting its battery too. But yeah, I have to come over and read some more comments. Nope, no new ones yet. But yeah, to answer that question, why so many phones? It's just a little collection, a little hobby. It's a hobby I have. I just can't stop it. It's an Optimus U. But I want to add it to the end. I want to put all the Optimus 1 variants together. Well, that means sliding all of these phones over. Uh-oh. Accidentally turned that one on. But I'll turn it back off once it finishes its boot. You'll hear it here in a moment. It's very loud. But yeah, you probably didn't hear it as much over the radio. I could probably turn that off now, because probably not only will the stream likely get copyrighted, but also there's not as much background noise as I thought it would be. My brother is up, but he's playing his game, and my mom just left somewhere. I don't know where she went. Nor will I worry about it, because it's none of my business. Alright, let's see. It would make better sense to put the Galaxy Note right next to the other Galaxy Note. It would. Let's do that. Let's so do that. Oop. That's not the note. This is. I think this is the Optimus Captivate Glide. Or is this it? I think this is the... No, this is the Captivate Glide. I forgot what the hell this one is. But it's like the Captivate Glide, but smaller. But yeah, it's been a while since I made this type of video. And it's gonna be a little difficult to remember what version all of these phones run. And it's also going to be difficult trying to remember some of the names of these phones. Like these two, for example. I remember this as a Captivate Glide, but this one I forgot. It's like the Captivate Glide, but smaller. And it's on Sprint. But if anyone rewatches and comments, tell me. There's a chance I'll do some research during editing, just so I can correct myself, because that's what I'm doing. That's what probably will take the longest, the editing. two Galaxy S3s. This one I bought some years ago, and this one got in the phone lot. Galaxy Ring. Galaxy Ring is super slow. I'm having issues with that. Let the two prevail. Yeah, I could read some of these comments, but I'm moving from over there, and then I'm moving over here, just so I can read y'all's comments. Let me see. I unfortunately do not. I wanted a Motorola Razr. I wanted a couple of Motorola Razrs in different colors. I wanted them in my collection for the longest time. But the oldest phone happens to be Motorola. I believe it's from 04, maybe 02. So regardless, the oldest in my collection. If devices are my power, what am I without it? No idea. No idea. I'd probably be nobody. At the same time, if it wasn't for my hobby, and if it wasn't for so many phones, there's a chance I wouldn't have the number of subscribers I have now. Because they are the exact reason why I've gotten a little fame over them in the first place. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll likely do the third row, and after the third row I'll go ahead and end stream. Because I only wanted to stream like part of this process. Because it is going to take me a while, but stopping and reading comments and stuff is going to take me a little longer. I also forgot my tablet. This tablet here, I think it runs 16 already. Android 16. But yeah, this Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Lite 5G. This is a cellular model. It is running One UI 8 something, I think. 8.0 or 8.1. And it is running Android version 16. Which is Android 16? I'm curious now. Android 16 code name. Baklava. Android Baklava is 16. And to confirm it, let me see if it is. Yeah, One UI 8.0. It is One UI 8.0. And just to confirm, it is running 16. Was running 15 originally, but it got the 16 update. And it will likely be supported for the next several years. So there's a chance that it will get 17 and 18 and probably 19. But yeah, with this one, tap and hold. Basically the same with Android ice creams. No. Ice cream something, I think. Vanilla ice cream. Basically the same with vanilla ice cream. Tap and hold and you drag this little rocket thing. And it actually lands on planets, which I find pretty cool. It's also the screensaver as well. Let me read what's on here real quick. No, I did not move recently. The only big move that I made was from that smaller room into what was the living room, but is now my room. But that move was 3 years ago. 2023. Let me send a quick message real quick. Alrighty, and now what I'll do now is go to YouTube, pull up my own stream, turn down volume to reduce echo, tap it, and there we go. What I can now do is view y'all's comments without having to go back and forth all the way to the phone and stop what I'm doing. All I can do is just look over and read y'all's comments. Let me move this back some. Oh yes, that one. That one is real good. My Nokia something, it has that startup sound and shutdown. But this Galaxy S Captivate, only has the startup version of it, but not the shutdown. The shutdown is the normal Galaxy S shutdown. Yeah, let me look over here and see what else I'm missing. I know I'm missing a couple of phones. And just as suspected, I'm missing a couple of phones, which I knew. Yeah. It's only 4 of them, so no big deal. I also have another one that's charging out there, and it's from 2006. And this is one of my very few Nokias. The first one I got, actually. I think it's a 6015i from 2004 or 2005. This phone, however, works. But when it's on the charger, that's only when it works. But as soon as I unplug it, it goes dead and do nothing else. The battery is completely flat. And this is the oldest phone I've seen with flash, which I find very unique about this phone. Flash for 2004. Had to be some kind of special edition. Yeah, what I'll do with phones that I forgot to put in here is put on top. I put on top of the row. Like this LG, I think it's an LG Aloha on Virgin Mobile. It does work, but I do not have its stupid proprietary charger. And as I stated in the beginning of the stream, us phone collectors having to spend so much money on these proprietary chargers just so we can see these phones work. And sometimes we never get to see them work because there's no one selling them types of chargers. But whenever they do sell them, they be expensive. And so what I'd rather do is I'd rather save up that type of money and go towards another phone that would make good content for the channel. and got the other two that finished charging. LG VX 3400 from 2006. And a Samsung My Shot, which I believe is from the same time as these two, either 2007 or 2008, one or the other. Yeah, me too. My guess is that 3G came with so many better options. That's just my opinion though. But yeah, me personally, I have never used 3G, but I do remember back before Verizon shut down 3G, I brought this phone with me to Florence one time for whatever reason, and I was getting like 3 bars at most, which was quite much for that phone, despite 3G shutting down in T-minus 3 weeks at the time, which made the shutdown kind of sad. Well, part of the back cover of this phone just came off. Oh, you were wondering why my room looked different. Yeah, my room has kind of been like this. Took me a little bit to get used to it. Though it's a little messy, my room is a little messy. I'm trying not to show much of it just because of that. But back then, yeah, I tried not to. What the heck am I talking about? What the heck was I talking about? I don't know. Yeah, these phones would definitely not be in order. Absolutely not. Now there's some phones you don't see on here. This phone came with an A5, but I sold off the A5 because it had issues. But the buyer was able to show me pictures of the phone working, which is, wow. Alrighty, have fun with it. Have fun with your working A5. Because for some reason when I got it, it didn't work. You know what? Screw it. At this point, I'm just going in random order. I don't care anymore. This phone doesn't work. Came in the phone lot. iPod. This one's an iPod. It's a 6th gen. It works. But I think its battery is dead. don't know which phone is dated which anymore. I've gotten so lost at trying to organize them. I want to organize them by release date, which would be cool. Neither of the S4s do. They work, but they don't have batteries. Their batteries got bloated, so I had to toss them out. I might have to. Well, I might add some content that might do well. I don't know. Got to watching, and thank you for 5 likes. I really appreciate it. It's already 9, and I know it's probably going to be close to 11 by the time I'm finished with the video. It's going to be late. But I've had caffeine. A Red Bull. You know, what I'm surprised about is that they do not have these flavored Red Bulls in the bigger can, but they have the original Red Bull in a larger can instead of the normal 114, like the normal 12 fluid ounce ones. These ones, they don't have them in bigger sizes. If they had bigger sizes, I definitely would get them. Because if I had to choose between drinking a Red Bull and taking my Adderall medication, I would prefer the Red Bull any day of the week. And I would be drinking these instead of taking my meds every day if they didn't come with long-term side effects like abnormal heartbeat and high blood pressure, and increasing your chance for certain types of cancers and even diabetes. But if those didn't have some of the adverse side effects, I'd be drinking them every day, daily, instead of taking that medication. That medication, I don't really like how it makes me feel sometimes. Makes me feel icky and not wanting to do jack crap. The reason I still take it is because I'm still in school. I take it to help me focus in school. And it's also going to take me a little bit to remember the Android version of these too. And it's going to take me a while to pull up the OS version on the flip phones and stuff. But I will probably make a video on all of the flip phones and show their OS if I get enough support and motivation to do so. Otherwise, it'll just remain, This A51, however, was the one I used to record with, but now I'm just down to 2 recording A51s instead of 3. I dropped this one on some concrete, and from a crack that looked like that would render the phone completely still useful, the LCD slowly but surely started going dark on the bottom. Meanwhile, let's say with a phone like this, if this phone was cracked from the center, it probably wouldn't. The the liquid crystal probably wouldn't leak down onto the display like it did the A51. Like, look at the Infuse, Galaxy Infuse. And look where it's cracked at. Like, there's literally a chunk of the screen missing. You can see it right there. Chunk of the screen missing. There's one crack going all the way down. But the touch screen on it is fully functional and it still works. There's no dark spots on here. And this isn't its original battery. I bought it online. But yeah, I gotta find a battery charger to charge this battery because the charging port on this phone do not work. If I recall, that phone had a bad charging port some years ago. I'm surprised it even lasted that long. There's like a wax spot on this phone. That's annoying. That cleaned up, no problem. But yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to remember the exact Android version on some of these. So I'll just say Android. So let's just say, for example, 2.3. I'd probably just say gingerbread or ice cream sandwich or jelly bean, Kit Kat, lollipop, marshmallow, so on and so forth. If I don't remember its exact Android version, but I do remember the code name for them. Same story with the Grand Prime and these two S4s, which had bloating batteries. I had to throw them out. Same with the Grand Prime. Its battery was getting bloated. Didn't want to take no chances, so I threw it out. No fires today, or no fires ever. This one didn't want to charge, which I'm guessing its battery is flat. Let's place here momentarily. Oh, shoot. Polaroid tablet, which I remember working. No, oh no, this isn't the Polaroid one. No, this ain't Polaroid at all. This is the Amazon Kindle. This is the Amazon Kindle. I forgot what gen it is, but it is an Amazon Fire. This one and this one, the UMX U693CL, and this I end up getting from my cousin. She has a lot of old phones she don't use. She has a lot of old devices she don't use no more. And she was nice enough to hand me those two, let me keep them. It'd be nice if I can get the rest of them. If anything, they'd be featured on here. But yeah, let me go ahead and look at this. Let me see how much battery this phone has. 77%. And for some reason, your questions are popping up on here, but they're not popping up on my tablet, which I find really weird. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and try and answer some of your questions. And then I'm going to end stream and I'm going to focus on organizing these phones and getting everything ready. I might do it on stream someday. One of these days I'm going to do it on another stream. I might do it during the summer. Because I highly doubt I'll do it anytime soon. Because of my lack of motivation to stream to begin with. I'm going to be completely honest. I would love to, but I've already got them in line, organized. And it already took me a little bit to get them in order. But I promise you, one of these days on a different stream, I will do that. But you gotta remind me though. And I will probably look for some of those videos on YouTube, compile them into a playlist. That's what I'll do. I'll find the videos of phones starting up with that exact comparison, that exact startup and shutdown, and put them into a playlist. I'll probably do that with other ones too, like Alltel ones, Virgin Mobile. I really like the Virgin Mobile ones. My last day of school, I'm not too sure when my last day of school is. Approximately, but I do know I graduate. I do know I graduate May 30th. So after May 30th, I'm going to be completely done with school. And there's a high likelihood that I'm going to focus on getting a CDL so I can start driving buses, because I've been showing interest in buses lately, especially engine sounds. I mean, you can call me either one. Jason, which is spelled Jaysen, or you can call me by my real name, one or the other. But I've been going by Jason for a while because I've been a little paranoid and afraid to show my real name on here, but after 1,000 subscribers, I decided to do that as a little treat because I had nothing else special planned. Well, congratulations. We will soon be adults released into this crazy world. And the thing is, I still don't know how to do taxes. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But I'm quite sure as well there's also adults older than the both of us that still don't know how to do taxes, and I do not blame them. Oh, that's cool. Congratulations. Yeah, I have autism as well, mixed in with ADHD, so it's gonna be harder for me, especially with the especially nice teachers, the teachers that gave me motivation and taught me out of dropping out from high school, because I thought about dropping out several times. Back when I had lack of motivation in school, they were there to help me, and I will surely miss them. Yes, I do. It's though I'm not high on the scale though. I'm high functioning. So I'm not autistic, but I most certainly am on the spectrum. But yeah, phone 75%. It is 9:14. Oh, and I forgot there's one more question I'll answer for you, and that's the one I forgot to answer. Is I'm preparing a startup and shutdown of all of my phones because I haven't done that in 3 years, and the collection have grown significantly ever since. And that's I want to show that off. Yeah, I think we do that too. I do that as well, but I don't know which specific date that is though. I will be doing that because I'm right by a primary school that I used to go to, and if I'm not mistaken, I do believe there's like one or two of my teachers that I know of that are still working there. So it will be nice to go there and see them and show them how far I've came. Will I be able to give a absolutely not. There's a super low chance I'll give any type of speech. Super slim. For one, I have a really bad speech impediment that I am ashamed of. And two, with my mind, there's a lot that I want to say, but at the same time I'm going to be so excited and stimulated that I'm just going to forget what I say, forget what to say and stumble upon my own words. I won't be doing that. I'll keep it to myself. Or I'll probably just have someone else to say it for me. I just write it down on a script or something. Well, for me, they call every name by ABC order. Let me check my notifications real quick. These Reddit notifications get weirder and weirder by the second. Oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm uh I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream off here because I really want to get these organized and sorted, and I want to save battery on this phone for the video. Yeah, that's also pretty cool. I thought about moving to Peachtree City for some reason for a certain amount of time, but there's a low chance I'll be moving over there. 'Cause probably rent and stuff is probably higher. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream off here so I can go ahead and focus on this. Will do. Focus on this, make the video probably. I want to do most of the editing tonight and finish it off in the morning and upload it on my school Wi-Fi where I'll be in school. And my school Wi-Fi is much quicker than the Wi-Fi I have here. So it'll get that video uploaded in like a couple hours, I think. The video will be pretty long. And with the school Wi-Fi, it's high speed compared to here, it's mid speed. The one I used to have prior was also high speed and would get a 4K video uploaded in less than 10 minutes. And that would be the average boot comparison. Alrighty, we'll do a portrait stream. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here, fellas. Goodbye, and thank you for the 5 likes. I will see y'all in the next video, which will be this one. All right, see ya. Peace.